So in the last video we looked at the MOSFET as a voltage controlled switch. We're going to do a bonus video here where we look at it as a variable resistor. So one thing about the MOSFET, it's easy to give it a false signal. That's why you commonly use a pull up or pull down resistor to make sure you give a weak voltage until a stronger one takes over. But in any case, as a switch, pretty straightforward. You give it a high voltage and the N channel enhancement mode MOSFET, we're using the 2N7000, turns on. You give it a low input signal right there, the voltage. Current doesn't flow in or out other than a little bit of capacitive effect. And so a low input, it turns off. Pretty straightforward. Now, we have a middle ground region where we can get it to provide more or less resistance depending on the actual voltage that you got coming there. So right now I have the trim pot set to 0 volts. My pocket oscilloscope here, the red alligator clip I have clipped to a red jumper, and the black one to a blue jumper, which is to ground, our 0 volt reference point. So the voltage we'll have is in relationship to ground. I'll squeeze that right into the middle pin of our trim pot. And we come over here. So of course we got 0 volts, we're to the negative supply. That is where the arrow is pointing, and ground in this case since it's a DC circuit. And as I raise the voltage, I'll try to make sure that doesn't get cut off there. At some point you'll see the LED start conducting a little bit. Now, even if I use another 2N7000 transistor, there we go, a little less than 2 volts, it started conducting. It may have a different voltage range. Maybe it'll be down to 1 volt. Maybe it'll be up even a little bit higher. You never know. So this isn't a predictable thing. You just have to use trial and error. And there we start conducting. And once we get to 13 milliamps, which I can see the power supply did, we are conducting fully. And so I can turn the voltage up even more. The LED won't get brighter or dimmer in this range till somewhere about right there. So you can look at the power supply and get an idea there. So I'll turn the voltage down, as you can see, and there is no current. Hopefully that's not cut off. And then I'll raise the voltage, and then there you can see it starts conducting in that range as we saw before, and maxes out. Looks like somewhere about here, 3 volts down there. So between about 2 and 3 volts approximately is our range as a variable resistor. Otherwise it's on fully or off fully right there. So in any case, keeping this one quick. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I'm posting in the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see ya in the next video.